What's up, squad? It's your girl ATLien, okay? Here live on a hot and steamy Sunday afternoon. I just wanted to come on really quickly to give y'all this little tea that's on my heart. As you know, straight from the A's, Michelle Brown was the first to confirm Kenya Moore's suspension and consequent termination from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Since then, it has hit all the blogs, all the mainstream blogs, all of Kenya's besties blogs. And Kenya's bestie, B Snot, is even confirming that Kenya was suspended and she was terminated for what people are alleging is revenge, PORN. And her friend says that it was because Bravo did an investigation and found that Kenya violated some type of a code of conduct that we've never seen before. Since that time, we've had several of Kenya's former co-workers and friends, allegedly friends. They haven't even been in her hair spa. But anyway, I digress. Several of her co-workers have come forward. Kandi Burruss has literally hit the ground running, trying to get free press for her tour by using Kenya Moore's termination. And she was the first person to even confirm it, the first person associated with the cast to confirm it, because she told people, she didn't feel that Kenya should be suspended. She's not happy about Kenya being removed from the show. So there it is, y'all. Kenya has been removed. Secondly, we have Sheree Whitfield. Okay, Sheree Whitfield was spotted coming out of what seems to be a Whole Foods, and she had a lot to say about Kenya Moore. Now, let's listen to what Sheree had to say about it. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for snagging this, and shout out to TMZ for being in front of the grocery store when Sheree came out.
Hey, so what's your reaction to Kenya Moore leaving Real Housewives?
Listen, he didn't even know this lady name. Hey, lady who was on the show. What is your reaction? Interesting.
Oh my gosh, I hate to see my girl Kenya go out like that, but as an OG, it's kind of hard to sit back and watch the show kind of slowly sink the way it is. So I'm not happy. I don't like it.
You got any advice for her going forward?
So she doesn't like that Kenya's not here. Okay, let's hear what this advice is going to be.
Yeah, listen, Kenya is a savage. I know she's not going down easy or quick. So we just got to sit back and wait and see what happens. Yeah.
Now, listen, it's interesting that now all of these people are coming forward, because even Kenya Moore confirmed that she is no longer on the cast. Peep game. Kenya posted this on Instagram recently, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, and said, humble enough to know that I can be replaced and confident enough to know that there is no one like me. Okay. Kenya knows she can be replaced, and she knows she probably has been at this point. Now, speaking of replacements, there's been rumors circulating that, Sheree has been, contacted. Okay. You remember Sheree didn't come on this season because apparently the money wasn't right. And, Sheree has an association with Angela Oakley because, she allegedly used to kick it with Charles Oakley back in the day. So listen to what Sheree said, which was kind of interesting.
You ever thought about going back?
As an OG, yeah. I always feel like an OG's presence is always welcome or needed on the series, no matter what capacity. So I never say never. If the coin is right, I just might.
And what do you think that would need to be?
The money.
Hey, sure.
If the coin is right, she just might. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. So Sheree is sitting up there chomping at the bit. She don't give two shits if Kenya is there or not. Only thing she care about is getting a check. And if that means that Kenya got to leave for Sheree to come, Sheree will be right there with her tap dancing shoes on. Meanwhile, speaking of another tap dancer, we have colorist Claudia Jordan, who has not only been off the show for about 10 years, was only on the show for 1 year. Now, she is also making the rounds, giving her opinion on Kenya Moore being fired. And she ain't even talked to Kenya in years. They don't even associate like that. But anyway, here is what colorist Claudia had to say about Kenya being booted from the show. Let's listen. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. And y'all know the drill, okay? The copyright disclaimer in section 107 of the Copyright Act, okay? Allowance is made for what? Fair use, okay? So here is what colorist Claudia had to say.
Right now, we know Kenya has been suspended. Kandi has been very vocal and said that she doesn't believe that Kenya should have been suspended because she believes Kenya didn't lie or, share anything that wasn't truthful. Being as though you were on the show, it can get gutter sometimes. Sometimes, when you're digging at each other, you can go a little low or below the belt. Revenge porn. Is there space for that on a platform such as, Bravo?
I've had my experience with this before, and it's very painful. I don't know the around it. Like, was the girl lying about?
She's very low, but Claudia says she's had her experiences with revenge, PORN, and it was very painful. Now, I don't recall there ever being an instance of anyone pulling revenge, PORN, on colorist Claudia, but not on the Real Housewives of Atlanta anyway. But let's listen. Claudia goes on to be very, very apologetic about the accuser, basically, trying to, again, demean another woman. I don't know what it is that she did or said. Is there anything that a woman could do or say that would justify showing images of her performing an sex act? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Now listen.
Something, I don't know. It's not right to do it, but it's also not right to have two different sets of standards in who gets suspended and for what. There's been way more violent things that have happened on the show, dangerous things, unlawful things that have happened on the show, and people weren't necessarily fired or suspended, maybe demoted, but they were still kept around. We've had
okay. Now, y'all know I would not be the blog goddess if I did not pull receipts from the archive, okay? Not from my archive, just from the internet archive in general. Now, colorist Claudia has been known not only to be a colorist, okay? Not only to be an apologist to slut-shaming women as she just was, but she was also allegedly involved in a similar incident where she was not only the aggressor, but she violated a Black woman on stage in a similar situation. Now, shout out to the person who pulled this on the Twitters, honey. Manny Millennial said the smoke for Kenya Moore is really selective. Where was this energy for Claudia Jordan exposing Jennifer Williams' nude pictures? If it wasn't a big deal then, why is it a big deal now? Now, Manny Millennial, it's a big deal then, and it was a big deal now. The only reason we didn't talk about it then was because nobody was watching that show, friend. This wasn't on Bravo, friend. This was a Carlos King production. We've never seen this clip, but thank you for bringing it to our attention. Now, here is colorist Claudia Jordan. Okay, I think that's Miss New York and Jennifer Williams. And there is, who is that right now? Oh, that is Carlos King sitting between them. Y'all know the drill, copyright disclaimer on section 107. Now, let's see this situation where Claudia colorist Jordan was in a similar situation. And let's see what she did to this dark-skinned Black woman.
There's a lot of stuff on Google about you, Jennifer, that's not so complimentary. You want to go to the internet? You want to talk about me, the whole show, your whole storyline is how much of a hoe I am. Well, I did my own little Google search once on you, and guess what I found? I don't care what you found.
Not Claudia then went to the Googles on somebody and pulled pictures and brought them to the reunion and showed them to everyone. Oh, does this sound similar?
Would not care about what I found. This is your spread open on the internet that you would
not. This is your alleged coochie spread open, and she was showing the pictures. Did y'all not see this? Does this sound familiar?
Is that my face?
Oh God!
There's your face right there.
Claudia,
to a married basketball player.
Is
and
that
you want to call
my
someone a hoe.
face?
So when you want to Google search,
Do you not see this? Do you see Miss New York is looking like, I can't believe this girl doing it. Here she is slut shaming another woman, and she's been called all kind of things on the internet all day long. And Nene Leakes said her clit has left her the building, and now here she is doing it to somebody else. Mean girl much?
Make sure your house
Is that my face?
clean.
It's not. Claudia,
Those in glass should not.
That's fine. I have no.
Those are or not.
I don't deny it.
You gotta fix them, boo.
I don't deny
Tiffany,
it.
can you get her on box?
I don't deny
Maybe
it.
she'll get another check, and then she could make those car. But don't
Okay.
come at me with the and I won't come at you back.
Wish you had these.
And nobody was here for colorist Claudia's antics. Not a soul on that couch. Now, I don't know about you, but it seems like there's a lot of hypocritical people out there. And I understand that Kenya Moore is facing the wrath of Bravo's newly elected policy. But you got to remember, the reckoning of Bravo was just a few months ago, where Bethany and a whole lot of other Bravo celebrities came forward and made all of these accusations against the figurehead, Andy Cohen. Like, some changes had to be made. Unfortunately, now that those changes have been made, there are some situations where that would have gone under the rug or gone unchecked years ago, that now they're not going to allow to move forward. And revenge, PORN, is illegal in Georgia, and that happens to be one of them. Now, Kenya, being a 50-something-year-old woman, knew better, and Claudia, as a 50-something-year-old woman, should know better too. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think about this situation in the comments down below. I will see you guys in the next live stream, maybe tonight. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell to be notified of the next live stream. See you in the next video.